Hello everyone and welcome. This will be part 4 of the quick oracle reading concerning Drake Bell. This time we're going to be focusing on his love life. So I know you guys are probably wondering why you want to decide to pull on his love life. Well, I decided that I wanted to pull on his love life because I was just curious about the energy since Drake had came out with his story. How does his ex-wife feel? From what my understanding is that they were married for some years. They have a son together. So I wanted to see how the energy is within them, and maybe get a little bit of a backdrop as to why the relationship had ended. I did manage to pull out some cards. The cards we're going to discuss, it comes from these following card decks: my Hidden Love Messages Oracle deck, my True Emotional Oracle deck, and my What's the Tea Oracle deck. The Hidden Love Message Oracle deck resonates with both of them, so I pulled out a total of 8 cards for the both of them. The True Emotional card deck resonates between Drake. I just simply asked the question about how Drake currently feels about his ex-wife, Janet. And the What's the Tea Oracle deck circles around his ex-wife, Janet. So I may say Janet or Janet Von. Her last name I cannot pronounce because I don't want to embarrass myself on camera, because certain things, I can't pronounce. I'm not the only one. Don't judge me. So I may say Janet or Janet Vaughn, but I just simply asked questions regarding that. So before I get started, as always, I want to put out a disclaimer. Disclaimer, keep in mind, everything what I say is alleged. 100% alleged unless it's confirmed by the persons that you see in the photo. You guys get the gist. So don't take it personally. I'm just going to show you the cards and tell you what I feel. Please keep the negativity below a minimum. If I sense any negativity, trust and believe you will get blocked. So, well, without further ado, guys, I also want to say as well that anyone that comes across this video, I already posted on my page that I recently just created a YouTube account. So I'm currently working on transferring all of my readings to that channel. So I will keep you guys updated on that as well. And yeah, okay, so without further ado, let's get started. So the first card that we have is Unfinished Business. At the bottom it reads, we still have things to resolve and discuss. So when I look at this card, I'm thinking that there could be some unfinished business within the relationship. Currently, from what I learned, that it was Janet that filed from divorce from Drake back in 2022. Interesting enough, I was checking out on the internet, and it says that they separated in 2022 or divorced in 2022. But I feel as though that when you're getting a divorce, it takes time before you actually get an official divorce. So I feel as though that they're separated, but the divorce, in my mind, is telling me that is still pending. So that could be the reason why this card came out, why it said that there is some unfinished business. And it could be pertaining to, I'm supposed with finances or with their child. The next card that we have is the Runner card. I don't want to run anymore. So when I'm looking at this card, I'm thinking of Drake. I'm thinking that he may feel that throughout his life he may have been running. One of the things that came up in my mind was that this whole, the whole documentary. And I'm sorry, you guys, I keep mentioning over and over about the documentary, but this is the reason why I decided to do reads on him and, reads on Drake and stuff, because I want to see how everyone feels. But I feel as though that this card came out basically because Drake is tired of running. He doesn't want to run anymore. He wants to, change himself and share his story. Guys, I did on my previous video that I feel as though that he wants to be an advocate towards, children who were, people who were child stars in the past, and to let everyone be aware, any future children that plan on doing, business in Hollywood, to be aware, and to let their parents know, to be aware what is really going on, and wanted to share that. So I feel as though that this card came out simply because he's saying that, he doesn't want to run. He's tired of running. He's ready to tell him story. He's ready to change himself, and yeah, which is a good thing. Okay, the next card that we have, guys, is neglected. I failed to give you what you need. So when I look at this card, I really feel as though that it resonates with Drake. It could resonate with Drake. It could resonate with Janet. I feel as though it resonates with both of them, that there was some kind of like a neglectance in their relationship where one wants something from the other, and unfortunately they couldn't get it. So I did remember a little bit, that of course Drake was going through some things, and maybe Janet wanted some, certain things to happen, what she needed in the relationship, and Drake couldn't give that to her, or the other way around, where she wanted to step in and help Drake, because from what my understanding, they've been together for some years, and whatever the case was, each to its own, they were feeling neglected with this thing that, they felt like they weren't getting from each other within the relationship. Okay, the next card that we have is space. I need more time to think. So I really feel as though that this resonates with both of them, that they both need space at this present time to really think about what it is, what they want, and for their child. We already know that, of course, Drake is, working on himself, and, letting, his demons, out of the closet, and, making people aware. Janet Von, I don't know much about her, but there could be, like allegedly, everything's alleged, guys, keep it clear, but there could be some alleged moments where, when it comes down to her relationship, that she may, maybe just taking some space and just need more time to think. The next card we have is Shadow Side. It reads at the bottom, you made me realize my flaws. So this could come from on Drake's part, that I feel as though Janet could let him know like what his flaws was, and he ended up embracing his a shadow side, like his dark side, maybe behind the scenes, because I feel as though that more than likely she had to know about this abuse before he aired it out. So I feel as though that maybe it was like there was some time, or there was a time when two of them sat down and, talked about it. Maybe he expressed that to her before he shared it on this documentary, and, she opened the door for him, to embrace his shadow side. The next card that we have the daydreaming card. I am always longing for you. So I feel as though that this could be coming from Drake's side. Maybe at times he's daydreaming about Janet, maybe daydreaming about, the good times that they have. He's doing a little bit of reminiscing. Okay, the next card that we have the third party card. There were other things that got in the way of us being together. So I feel as though that this could be from family. This could be like from friends. It could be from someone, trying to put their little 2 cents into the relationship that could have caused a rift within them. And the last card that we have from this deck is Reunion. We will always come back to each other. So, hello guys. This is part 2 of the quick oracle reading concerning Drake Bell and his ex-wife, Janet Von. I am going to continue to read. We just got finished doing part 1 of their reading, and before the video cut off, the last card that I mentioned, if you guys see the screenshot, was a reunion card. So it appears that allegedly that I feel like once Drake gets himself in order, they will merge back together. Allegedly. I feel like this is coming from Drake's end. And these next set of cards I'm going to show you guys, you'll see a little bit of that. Okay, so as I said in the first part, I had used the True Emotional Oracle deck concerning Drake, and I used the What's the Tea Oracle deck, consists of Janet Von. So I'm going to go over these two sets. Hopefully I can get them both in one video. Disclaimer, everything is alleged unless it comes from the persons in the photo. Unless the persons in the photos confirms it. So without further ado, I don't want to waste any more time. Let's get to the cards. Alright guys, so these are the cards that I pulled concerning Drake Bell. I simply asked the cards, what is Drake Bell's energy surrounding his ex-wife Janet Von, or what was the true emotional reasons, or issues within their relationship. And the first card we have bumping heads. So of course that is an indication that Drake and Janet would at times be bumping heads about certain things. This probably could have come from, Drake's issue. I understand he went through substance and alcohol abuse, so that could have played a part in that, the reason why they were bumping heads. The next card that we have is Secret Accounts. So it looks like that it appears allegedly that yeah, usually when you see secret accounts, it's like allegedly, I feel as though Drake could have had secret accounts that Janet must have found out about. The next card we have is a workplace affair. It's the workplace affair card. So if you guys been watching my page, this card had came out. This card comes out from time to time, and it basically means that allegedly Drake could have cheated on Janet with a female that was within his workplace. I understand that he does music. I'm not sure if he acts. I think he's more into music than acting at this time. But it appears allegedly that he could have met this person in the workplace. And this could resonate with that third party card that I mentioned to you guys in the first part of the reading. So that could have played a part in that as well. The next card that we have is the Legal Matters card. Divorce, property, criminal paternity, child support, traffic tickets. So you guys see what this is. So this card came out because obviously we all know there's no need to pull the card out that currently his ex-wife had filed for divorce, and you see divorce property, criminal paternity, child support, definitely not a traffic ticket. I don't think there's any traffic ticket, but I feel as though that divorce and child support definitely plays a part, and you're going to see that later on Janet's side when I show you guys. I'm going to tell you a little something that I kind of feel what I picked up from her. So let's continue. The next card that we have is Romance. So when I think of this card, I feel as though that remember, guys, in my first part when I was saying about daydreaming, that I feel as though that it's Drake thinking about Janet. And I really feel like that this had resonated again with this card, saying that, you know, he's at times, you know, thinking about, you know, the good times that he had with her, and how, you know, he was in love with her. Because when I see romance, especially the romance card, I really feel as though that, you know, a person is in love with somebody. So there are good moments that he had with her, that he really loved her, and he thinks about those moments, he daydreams about those moments. Otherwise, I feel as though that, you know, this card wouldn't come out. The next card that we have is Sweet Talk. So it's the same thing, you know, like whispering sweet nothings in her ear, you know, that resonates, and that shows that, you know, he's thinking about the good times, you know, the sweet talking, and, you know, that he had with her. Okay, so the next card that we have is, oh, reckless love and sex. So I had no control of the cards, guys. This is what came out. I hate when the cards be, you know, I don't like to be in anyone's personal life, seriously, but okay, all right, okay, it's more like a reckless love, reckless sex, all right. We'll see what's going on here. I'm not going to go into detail with that, but okay. The next card that we have is the drinking, toxic lifestyle. So this definitely feels like, I feel like that this was a problem, that was, you know, one of the issues that they were bumping heads about. You know, Drake's drinking and substance abuse, kind of like a toxic lifestyle. There was an incident where they said that he had locked himself up with his child, allegedly huffing a balloon, and you know, his ex-wife just couldn't take it anymore. So it was a toxic lifestyle. However, Drake feels fucked up over her. So there's a part of him that he feels devastated that this had happened. As you can see with this girl here, you know, she's devastated about, you know, the ending of the relationship. And we also have this that follows as well. I miss you. So allegedly, same thing with the daydreaming card and the card I just showed you guys, that allegedly I feel as though that Drake misses Janet. That part of him, I feel as though like part of him wants to get himself together and is hoping for a reunion. That's why I feel like that's why that reunion card came out, because I feel as though that he wants a reunion with her for the sake of their child. Because, you know, no one doesn't want to, you know, live in a broken home with broken parents. I feel as though that he doesn't want to, because the way how he explained his upbringing in his childhood, that, you know, his parents did not get along. So, and, you know, anyone that lived with separate parents, they don't want their child to go through it. So I completely understand why he allegedly, you know, misses her and feels like he wants to get back with her. And guys, we have this card here. We have the wish card. So I take it the grain of salt by saying this, that I feel as though that he wishes that they were back together. Okay, guys, the next set of cards we're going to go over is the cards that resonates with his ex-wife, Janet Vaughn. I just simply asked the same questions as I explained earlier. So the first card that we have is that we have the travel card. I feel as though that this card could have came out because probably at this time, Janet is currently planning to travel, or she is traveling at the moment. We have the second card, which says unbothered. So I feel as though that, you know, she could be, you know, unbothered about the situation with Drake. The third card, unfortunately, we have the uninterested card. You see this girl leaving this guy, so she's uninterested. The next card that we have the ain't shit card. So you guys know what that means. The next card that we have is the child services card. Kids at risk of being taken or is about to reporting something neglect, abuse. So this does resonate with the situation, concerning, their son. Hello, everyone. So, this is part 3 of the quick oracle reading concerning Drake Bell and his ex wife, Janet Vaughn. I just posted parts 1 and 2. I advise you guys to check them out if you would like to before getting to this one. This one's going to be really short. I was in the middle of reading, on Janet's side regarding about how she feels about Drake, or how she currently feels about Drake. We had saw, some cards where it shows that, that she is unbothered and, uninterested. Yeah. So, I'm going to continue that read. We only have how many cards? Only 4 more cards left. This video is going to be really short, so I feel as though that I can take my, my time with it, since these are the final 4 cards. But yeah, without further ado, let's get started. Disclaimer: everything is alleged. Can never get tired of that. Everything is alleged. This is for entertainment purposes only. Don't take it with a grain of salt unless it comes from the persons themselves. So without further ado, let's continue. Okay, guys, so back to what I was saying. Doing a reading with Janet. The next card that we have is the child services card, and that means kids being at risk of being taken or is about to, reporting something, neglect or abuse. So this resonates. What I feel like this resonates with the incident that happened, that prompted Janet to get a divorce from Drake. Was that she was endangered. She felt like their son was endangered by being in the presence of him. So I'm not sure, if she has sole custody or they're having joint custody. I feel as though that it is joint custody. I don't think I would see her thinking like, she doesn't look like the type of girl that would take a child, away or anything like that. So I feel as though it's definitely joint custody, but mostly the child. I feel as though that the child is with her rather than with Drake, because, he's working on, some things. So he'll, see his son from time to time. Yeah, I feel as though that this is what this card resonates with. Okay, so the next card that we have is Jackpot. Winning money, got rich, inheritance, unexpected money. So as I was shuffling, you guys, I had a thought in my head that I'm really hoping, because if you guys notice, like I told you earlier, that the first part, there was a reunion card. So I feel as though on Drake's part, he feels that once he gets himself together, he wants to have a reunion. He wants to have, get back together and make the relationship work, because he misses her. But however, I feel as though that his Janet may not feel that way. When I flipped this and I had this card, and I think this is one of the cards that as I was shuffling it came out, and I was like, no, I don't think that's true. It must have been a slip up or something. So I put it back in the deck. So I continued to shuffle, and this card came out a second time. So I feel as though that spirit was telling me, this is one of the cards. This is what the card selected. So I feel like that it's possible, or I feel like it is possible, that Janet may give Drake a whirlwind. And I feel like Drake needs to be aware of this. I feel like she's going to do a Jeremy Renner on him. If you guys know about Jeremy Renner, you know what happened. If you guys are a fan of him, you know that he had married this girl that had a baby by him. Janet, I'm not really sure about what she does or what she does career wise, but we know that, Drake goes way back. He goes way back, from the Amanda Show and a little bit further than that. So he's kind of like a veteran in Hollywood. versus with her, I'm not sure about her and her background, but she's kind of giving me vibes where I feel that she may try to swindle Drake, money, like use her kid as to get, child support. Because more than likely, with them, getting a divorce, there is going to have to be some form of child support. And I feel like that she is going to take, ring in all his money. So I feel like, like when I look at this card, that's what I think. That's what I think, and that's what I feel. And hopefully, for Drake's sake, that's not the case. Sometimes, certain relationships they do happen like that. But I had to let you guys know that allegedly that is what I'm feeling regarding this. And also, you guys, we have the impersonator card. So it says, wants to be like you, acts like, dresses like, looks like, copies you. So I feel like that this impersonation card came out with her pretending that in a way she wants to be like Drake. Maybe like have the success that he has, or be on the level that he is. Something about her wanting to be like impersonating him, maybe taking this and using this for clout. Who knows? Like I told you guys, this is what I'm feeling. And then the last is bad karma. So this could be a sign allegedly to her that bad karma could come her way if she doesn't go about it right. Allegedly she may go through some karma. I'm not sure about what karma, but it's either like bad karma coming through her way, or she's, experiencing her bad karma now. That I can't tell you, but as you guys see, we have the bad karma card. Okay, guys, so that concludes my little reading concerning Drake Bell and his ex-wife, Janet Vaughn. Again, I say best wishes to him, and hopefully that he can recover for all of this, get himself together, and hopefully he will not be a cash cow to his ex-wife. Best wishes to him. We should pray for him. Yeah, so that concludes the reading. So if you guys, you know the drill, if you like the video, be sure to like. If you guys want to see more, feel free to follow me here, follow me on IG, or even better, follow me up on YouTube. I just opened a YouTube no later than yesterday, and I'm currently trying to upload all of my readings that I did on the celebrities on there, so you guys could rewatch them if you want. There will probably be some change down the line where I probably will put snippets here on TikTok to basically get you guys to go over there and check me out on YouTube. You'll see. I'm not even going to tell you. You'll see, but I'm just giving you a heads up. So either way, subscribe there. Definitely subscribe here. I'm not going to go anywhere here, but yeah, that's all I wanted to let you know. All right, guys, I am out. Till next time. Actually, the next reading you guys gonna get, I just want to let you know, you're gonna get a follow-up on RM on BTS. We're gonna do an update reading on him, so you'll see a video on him as well. So without further ado, I'm gonna get going. My shift is over, and you guys have a blessed day. Ashe.